There. Something caught in my throat. Right, we will. The meditation's coming. I'm just getting the last little bit of the, streaming thing organized because I'm streaming to a couple of different platforms. I have to make sure I'm in the right place in Instagram, a little bit off there, I think. And then that the Facebook is up and running. It's not yet for some reason. I don't know what the problem is. Hi Marnie, nearly there, getting there. Just something's up with Facebook, not sure. Just want to be able to see everyone who comes on the now. Okay, so Facebook's not happening. It doesn't look like. I think it is happening. I just can't see it. Okay, how are you? Are you well? You good? I'm a little bit, I hope you're well. It's all right if you're not, but I hope you are. Right, time for a bit of meditation. I meditate throughout the day. This is just the one I do on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. It's not a class. It's just a chance to meditate together. So if you're familiar with meditation, that's brilliant. If you could just hang on for a minute while I explain what I do, just for the benefit of people who are new to meditation. Because meditation is funny like that. There's lots written about it, lots of YouTube videos. And it seems like there's a feeling of that you should just know how to do it. Because people say things to me like, what do you actually do? Almost like they're embarrassed. So there's lots of different styles of meditation. This is just what I do. For me, it starts with why I would meditate. I'm trying to connect with the part of me that I connect to every night. I'm just not conscious. It's the bit after I go to sleep and after I finish dreaming, when I drop out the bottom of dreaming into deep dreamless sleep. That's the bit I'm interested in. Because when I'm there, I've got no body, I've got no personality, I've got no thoughts, I've got no memory of being there. I cease to exist in the way that I normally register my existence, which sounds terrible. It sounds like death. But yet, I love going to sleep. And when I wake up in the morning, I feel refreshed. So some part of me knows that's a good place that I go to. And that's the place I want to go to in my meditation. I just want to do it consciously. So, straight away, if you're new to meditation, don't try and do this lying down, because your body will just go, well, I'm lying down, I've got my eyes closed. Doesn't that mean it's time for sleep? So you'll either fall asleep, not that there's anything wrong with falling asleep, but the intention is to go into this place consciously. And if you don't fall asleep, you'll battle sleep. So I encourage you to sit up, nice quiet room, where you're not going to be disturbed. You don't have to sit in a lotus position or anything like that. I'm just sitting on a chair. Once you're comfortable and you're upright and you're not going to fall asleep. So not a particularly comfortable chair. So, as I say, there's no thoughts there. So I have to figure out a way to get beyond my mind. Because my mind is just habituated to thinking, and to get beyond my mind, I have to figure out a way to stop that, to sort of part the curtains of it, so I can get through to this place that I want to go to, this place that you read about, beautiful, still, calm, mindful, that lovely place. So what I do is I make a little arrangement with my mind where I say, hey, could you just stop thinking for the next 15 minutes while we do some meditation? And my mind is enthusiastic enough about the whole process at this stage. It's like, yeah, okay, I've read about meditation, I've seen, I've watched things about meditation, I've got lots of ideas about meditation, lots of concepts about meditation, so yeah, let's do that. So that's good. And then to stop thinking, that's relatively easy, because regardless of the contents of thoughts themselves are just made of pictures and sound. So if I turn off the pictures and I turn off the sound, that's it, I'm not thinking. So that's great. And then we're into, as soon as you do that, as soon as you stop thinking, you're into the practice of meditation. And that runs parallel with the intention of meditation. So my intention is to go to this deep, mysterious, beautiful, possibly eternal place you read about. And the practice of meditation goes like, starts with turn off the pictures and turn off the sound. So I stop thinking. And then a little bit of time passes and I discover that I'm thinking again. I go, oh, I'm thinking again. So I turn off the pictures, I turn off the sound, stop thinking again. Then a little bit of time passes and I discover that I'm thinking again. I'm like, oh, I'm thinking again. So I turn off the pictures and I turn off the sound. I stop thinking. And a little bit of time passes and so on. It just repeats. That's the practice of meditation. Now, I alert you to that because if you're new to meditation, it's quite easy to get the wrong end of the stick and sort of feel like if your mind is a lake, you shouldn't have a ripple across the lake for 15 minutes. You should just be like completely still on the inside, which isn't the case at all. Okay, yeah, and if you like, people have said things to me like, "Oh no, I tried meditation. No, it doesn't really suit me. I just was thinking too much. I think I've got a very busy mind. It doesn't really suit me." Which is a shame because no one's mind is any busier than anybody else's mind. It's just not knowing about the practice of meditation and how it runs parallel with the intention of meditation. Because there are moments when you're in that beautiful still place, but then there are also moments when your mind, because it's in the habit of thinking, will think. And the power comes in every time you bring your mind back from thinking, because all our thoughts are very personal. So I'm thinking about the things that bother me and concern me and are very personal to me, and I'm in the middle of thinking about some very personal thing, and then I go, oh, that's right, I'm meditating. So I turn off the pictures and I turn off the sound. In that, I'm indirectly saying to myself, that thought I had a second ago that I thought was me, well, it's not me because I just turned it off. I am something else. I'm something beyond those thoughts. That's pretty powerful. And the fact that you do that repeatedly is very powerful. So if you find that you're thinking a lot, that's fine. You're doing grand. Now, while all that's going on, I'm bringing my awareness into my body as well, and I'm letting go of tension in my body. And I have a system for that. I kind of scan my body from my head down to my feet and back up again, very slowly, very gently. And anywhere I find tension, I let it go. And I use my out breath to let it go, because it's very natural to just let it go like that. It's also a good way of remembering to breathe, because funny as this sounds, it's actually quite easy to forget to breathe or to hold your breath in meditation. So using my out breath to let go of tension is a good way of bringing my awareness to that as well, to my breathing. So nice deep breaths, slow deep breaths is very helpful when meditating. What else? When I'm scanning my body, I am paying particular attention to anywhere that goes across my body, any transverse areas in my body, because mostly my body runs longitudinally, head to toe. Anywhere that goes across has a tendency to accumulate tension, much in the same way as a log going across a stream would accumulate the twigs and the branches and the leaves. Transverse areas in my body accumulate tension in the same way. So I'm checking my eyes particularly, just paying particular attention to them, not checking them specifically. As I'm scanning down, I'll just like a little bit more time there on my throat, my neck, my jaw, my mouth, and my tongue. That's all transverse. Base of my neck, my shoulder girdle, all my joints, they're all going across. So my shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers, my heart area, my respiratory diaphragm, my intestines, my pelvic floor, my hips, my knees, my ankles, my toes. I set a timer for how long I'm going to meditate for. That's just to help my mind. It's just one less thing to think about. If you're new, I'd encourage you to set a shorter. I'm going to set mine for 15 minutes. I'd encourage you to set yours for shorter, because 15 minutes is a long time if you're not used to it. Even with the timer, halfway through your mind will start kicking in, wondering about all sorts of things. So I'd encourage you to set it for 5 minutes and then repeat that 3 times, and then you can kind of work up to the longer one. Okay, just getting my timer organized. Right, any questions? No. Well, I don't know what's going on Facebook. Okay, off we go into the mystery. you feel like you've gone very deeply into yourself, then take a minute to come back before you open your eyes. Or if you can feel like you can hold the inner space and the outer space at the same time, then just open your eyes. Okay, so thanks for meditating with me. Just remind you about the Zoom group on Friday. It's coming up. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for some more meditation. All right, bye.